Hello, welcome back to another video. Thank you for joining me, and thank you very much to everyone who watched the last video and commented. I really do appreciate your comments. Thank you very much. Not gardening at the moment today. I have been working on this. So this was one of the items I brought back with me when I came back from the UK. It's just a plain porcelain vanity sink. Bought it in a charity shop, £5, and I knew as soon as I saw it that I wanted it because it'll be ideal to go just here on the garden house. So it'll be much easier to wash hands, get tidied up before going back to the village. So I've been trying to figure out, with lots of bits of wood that I already had, how to make a unit that would help support it and stand it up at a reasonable height. And I had this. Now this was our table leg that used to be in one of our camper vans, and the table was sort of on a hinge system, and so it would hinge up and then it would sit on that and hold the table up. And I thought that's just the kind of thing that I'm going to need to help me put the sink up. So I've kind of worked out a plan, an idea, and now I just have to see if I can make it work. So what I've done is I've made another leg, identical-ish. It's not the same wood, but it's very similar, and they're the same height at least. And yeah, gonna put together a frame to make use of the sink. I'm thinking of a frame like this. These are just loosely put together so that the back section can be screwed into the house wall, and then these will hold the sink in place and the legs will hold it up at the right height. So I'm going to put them together and then give it a sand down and see if it actually works. So I've got my hodgepodge frame put together, and then I'm going to attach the legs onto each side, and hopefully that will work. Don't you just love it when you get a little unexpected win? So I was wondering how I was going to keep the leg horizontal while I attach it to the frame, and then my little plastic stool just happens to be a very similar height. I love it when stuff like that happens. Well, it's kind of working. That's the rough bit of it with its legs on. So the bar across the front here stops the sink from coming forward. The main weight is taken on these two side bars, which goes down into the legs, and then up and underneath. Oh, can you see in this light? I'm going to attach the back bar to the wall of the house. So I've got it securely attached to the wall, and my sink sits right inside, and that's pretty firm. Great. Really pleased with that. So what I'm going to do is give it a good sand and then a couple of coats of paint, and it'll be done. So yeah, it was kind of just what I envisaged when I saw that in the charity shop. Good morning, another day, and as you can probably hear in the background, got the professionals in on the job. Yes. So found somebody local who is helping me trim my land. or at least the other two sections, like the one with the trees and the one with the olive trees right at the top. So in the next day or two, everything should be clear, everything should be clean, and it's going to be lovely. So, but I'm going to crack on with my sink project now. I'm going to sand it down and give it a paint. While I wait for the first coat of paint to dry, let me show you another little job that I got completed. I've made a quick brace just out of some rough wood, and I can now put up the bird box that Andres made for us last year. There we go, all in place. So if we get visited by the blue tits next year, they might stay. So that's it, all painted up. It's had a couple of coats. I'll let it dry, and then we can work on perhaps a shelf above to put a water container on and something to hang a towel on, and then I have to figure out the drainage coming out of the sink. But I do have a container, so I think we've got that sorted already. Next job of the morning, I'm continuing on with the compost toilet build here at the cabin, and I'm making a top for it. So I've attached a strip along this edge, then I've got 3 battens as you can see, and I'm going to screw those in. Then I've got my lid that will sit in there. Then on one corner I can cut a hole out for the loo section, and then we need to build some doors that will go on the back, but that might be a different job. Now we'll see if it fits. Oh, just not quite. Nope, that back corner just slightly off. Okay, take 2. Yay! Good. Good fit. Whew. Good job. So then I'll cut the hole in here for the loo, and this side can have a container for the wood chips and stuff. And here I'm kind of figuring out my shelf that I want for above the sink. So yeah, I think this will do. 2 lats sitting on posts underneath, one there and one there, and then that should work. There we go. Quite proud of that. Nice little shelf for the sink. Well, I'm done for the morning. Got other things to do this afternoon, so we'll have to pick this up later on. Yeah, the other job I have to do today is deliver the planter. So it's strapped in and we're ready to go. What a difference one day has made. That's one man doing one day's work, and it's looking really good. Very pleased.